Yeah, well, I am at Home Depot in Kentucky, and I'm in the process of looking for a cordless roofing nailer by the wall. I looked on the website and they said that they had it, but they clearly don't. But what I'm noticing also while I'm here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about Home Depot and Lowe's, is I spend a lot of time in these stores as a contractor, and let me tell you, when I look at the shelves, just like when I go to Walmart or I go to Sam's Club, the stores are packed. See, like I'm currently now looking for a roofing nailer, and it's a cordless one, DeWalt. I already have this one right here. Hey, I got this one right here, um, or I should say this one right here, and I also got one of these over here because you want to even diversify when it comes to your tools. But I'm not seeing a roofing nailer. They make a cordless one by DeWalt. I guess I'm just gonna have to order it online. But what I'm noticing in the stores is that there's plenty of inventory on the shelves to do plenty of building and fixing. And we've been seeing the shortages that has been taking place. But personally, I'm just saying personally, out here in Western Kentucky, even throughout COVID and everything, the shelves were relatively still full. Um, there was no problems when it came to getting material. Yes, there was a shortage in some areas, but overall, there was not uh, um, to the point where I couldn't get projects done. I mean, you still got to wait a couple of weeks for windows, things like that, because those are custom ordered. But for the most part, it was never a problem. So, but I'm looking here, and there's plenty of everything that you need. One of the things that I'm noticing in terms of the difference is the prices. The prices for all of uh, materials, tools, and things like that have gone up. And this is why I personally advocate that when you are a carpenter and you're doing business, you need to make sure that you're transferring as much of the cost associated with the project directly to the client. And that includes any screws, any cutting blades, things of that nature. Um, shims, anything that's going to be needed to get the project done. You need to be transferring those costs to the client. But what I'm noticing is that there's plenty of inventory of pretty much everything that I'm seeing on the shelves, even wood and stuff. Now, I haven't personally kept track of costs associated with wood. I just know that, there's a lot of wood that's on the shelves. Look at this here. I mean, costs have come down pretty much. And the interesting thing with me is that, I never really paid attention to the cost of wood because I'm not buying it. It is what it is. The cost is what the cost is. And so when I go ahead and buy, and I'm gonna tell you, this stuff is still expensive from what I remember when we initially got into the business. But the client pays for it. So I don't, I quote primarily for labor only. But these prices are still rather high. And that's another thing that I'm going to be talking about later on in the Carpenter's Corner. Is, how do we leverage inventory? How do we deal with inventory? Um, where to find the best deals. You need to be going on the call aisle. You need to be building relationships with the front desk, the contractor's desk. Because let me tell you, it's at the point where if they got a load of like cold wood or something like that, sheetrock or something like that, they'll give me a call. They'll be like, "Hey, just want to let you know, we got this load here. You want it?" Typically, I'll say, "Yeah, hell yeah, yeah, I'll take it." And put that stuff back because being on a homestead uh, is definitely going to come to use. You're going to use a pressure treated 2x4 or 2x6 um, uh, throughout the year. You're going to use some sheetrock. You're going to use some nails and some screws. You're going to use some lights. You know, this is a perfect example, right? I'm working on this sheetrock job, largest sheetrock job I've ever had. I laid 90 sheets. And in the house, there was a chandelier, like a fan. And he's like, "You want it?" "Yes, sure. I'll take it down." And I can take it down. And I looked at a video where you could just spray paint the legs and everything, and you can resell it, or you can use it. So, you know, these are the kind of opportunities that are out there when it comes to, uh, leveraging the material that you get from the job site or in the store. But I'm not seeing any kind of shortages at all when it comes to supplies. No, I'm just not seeing any. I do see prices going up. That is one thing I definitely do see. I'm just looking at this stuff that I got um, from the time of tornado, man. This stuff is expensive. They were giving this stuff away for free a year ago. I mean, look how expensive this stuff is. I must have at least $1,000 worth of that stuff. But the idea is that, you know, these opportunities are out there when it comes to how to get good deals. But let me go ahead and see if I can order this tool at the front desk. But yeah, this is a good example of deals. Hello? You need some help? No, I'm good, thanks. All right. So these are the examples of good deals that are available that you can leverage in order to save you a couple of Federal Reserve notes, because it's serious out there. But y'all stay blessed. Have a peaceful day. Shalom.